Hello again, I am Blunty. You're listening to me on these, which is the Lucidsound LS40 gaming headset. And long-time viewers around here will know that I, a little while back, reviewed the LS30 headset. And these, in fact, are very, very similar, with one main differentiator being that these ones are 7.1 surround sound compatible. Bam! As per usual with my headset reviews, you will be listening to me on it all review long, so you get a nice long listen about exactly how the microphone sounds. But let's run over the basics now. The Lucidsound LS40s are aesthetically and functionally almost identical to the LS30s I reviewed, so everything from my review of the LS30 stands with these regarding build quality and sound and functionality and the way the controls work and detachable microphone and all that kind of stuff. It's pretty much exactly the same. These look slightly fancier. There's a little bit of difference in the stitching and the padding and things like that, I think, but largely they're identical. So every good thing I said about the LS30s, move it across to here. And if you haven't seen the LS30 review, you can catch up, watch that. I'm not going to go through all of it all over again. It seems kind of redundant. Long story short, though, the LS30s are fantastic. One of the best wireless headphones I've ever used. Very comfortable, great sound, all that kind of stuff. These, same thing. Very comfortable, fantastic sound, good fit, great build quality. I like the detachable mic idea. You can use them wired with your mobile phone. It has a built-in microphone, which doesn't sound as good as this microphone, but it's good enough for, taking phone calls and things like that. All of that sort of stuff still stands. It's a wonderfully designed product. I do like the elegant and subtle styling, far removed from the bulky OMG so extreme gamer look so many headsets have these days. Although, to be fair, a lot of brands are moving back away from that again to subtler, sexier, more attractive, more mature designs. But, Lucidsound kind of led the way. The control scheme integrating a large dial around each ear cup and unmissable button on the center mean you're never ever fumbling around trying to find a little toggle switch or buttons for game volume or chat volume or mic mute or game mute or microphone foldback. And you do get microphone foldback, by the way, so you can hear yourself when you're talking, so you can tell if you're huffing the mic, which is something too many gaming headsets don't have, I find. And of course, like I mentioned before, you can use them also in a wired mode as well if you don't want to use the wireless mode or using a device where the wireless mode is incompatible, like your phone, for example. When you are using them in wired mode, they are completely passive, so you're not draining the battery on these things. So you can use them wireless whether you're at your PC at home. You can take them with you out in the world, and you can use them all day long on your phone using a cable. When you come back, your battery is exactly the same level as what you left it at. And in wireless mode, by the way, that battery life is about 15 hours. And again, I say this every time, that it's a very difficult thing to test in the real world because we don't use headsets for 15 hours at a time, from fresh battery to dead battery. We pick them up, we put them off, we pick them and put them on my head, we leave them on charge for a little while. But yeah, that 15-hour battery life seems to be about right to me. I've used these for a week and a half at a time, for an hour or two here, an hour or two there, an hour or two here, and they just go and go and go. The wireless mode works with PC, with Mac, with PlayStation 4. With the Xbox, unfortunately, you're stuck in wired mode. And if you do want that 7.1 surround sound, you'll be using the optical input on the side of the little dongle. So you get the proper DTS, Dolby Headphone Surround, or whatever the acronym is they're using currently for this thing. But yeah, I think it's 7.1, Dolby 7.1 surround sound DTS Headphone X, I think is the proper word jumble. I had, to be honest with you guys, a little trouble getting that to work. It wasn't the headphones. The headphones operate completely as they should. It was just Windows was fighting me, as Windows loves to fight me. Every damn time I try to get something done on Windows, it just fights me. It's so frustrating. Yes, once I did get the surround sound working, it was quite good indeed. Still not the same as a proper surround sound thing with discrete speakers all around you and all that sort of stuff, but certainly good enough to sort of give you an indication of where animal sounds are coming from, or footsteps, or gunfire, and helicopters, all that kind of stuff that you want while you're gaming. You try and give you that extra layer of immersion, to try and give you that extra edge in knowing when the next attack is going to come from. So if you are looking for a really good all-rounder headphone that you can use with your PC, your Mac, your PlayStation 4, your Xbox One, your mobile phone, and whatever else out there you want to use your headphones for, and a good all-rounder, a good universal headset that you can wear indoors and outdoors, out in the world, you can detach the boom mic so it doesn't look so conspicuous when you're outdoors and all that sort of stuff. These LS40s are a fantastic way to go, especially if you're a gamer and a movie watcher who wants that extra layer of immersion, as we were talking about before, with the surround sound capability. Unfortunately for me, these are still not my perfect headphones. Getting damn close, but they're still not my perfect headphones because of the way the mic sounds. The mic is, as you've been hearing all video long, lovely and clear. It's got a relative rich tone to it. It's got some nice bass. It's not too hissy, not too poppy, but it's still not the kind of studio-like sound that I want from a headset, because I use my headset mostly when I'm streaming. Because when I'm gaming, I'll just have the speakers on my desk playing, usually. When I'm out in the world, I prefer a lighter Bluetooth headset because, you know, it gets hot where I am. And in the winter, I like to wear hoods. And these things, you know, you can't, it doesn't work that well. So for me, what I want is a headset almost exactly like this, but with a studio quality or studio-like sound from the microphone at least. But this doesn't quite get me where I need to be. So for me, not my perfect headset. If you find this audio quality perfectly acceptable for in-game chat, for voice chat, for video calls, all that kind of stuff, absolutely perfectly acceptable. It's just I have a very sort of edge case scenario and a little extra need for, or extra desire. It's not really a need, it's a desire. You can stream with these perfectly fine if you don't care as much about the sound of your voice as I do. Well, I don't care that much about it, but you know, if I'm gonna put the production quality in, I might as well go the extra step. And anyway, rambling now. Back to the point. End of the story. End of the day. The verdict on the Lucidsound LS40s is a big thumbs up. I really, really like them. Thanks for watching. I am Blunty, and I'll catch you next time.